محافظ کو بلاتی رہ گئی، اپنے چادر کے محافظ کو بلاتی رہ گئی۔ خون دل اکبر کا سب بے غیرت میں مگر، خون دل اکبر کا سب بے غیرت میں مگر، دل میں بس ایک بات زینب کے ردا کی رہ گئی، دل میں بس ایک بات زینب کے ردا کی رہ گئی۔ کیا رہا خیموں میں شیکے ایک اداسی رہ گئی۔ اے مسلمانوں تمہاری غیرت کیا ہو گئی، اے مسلمانوں تمہاری غیرت کیا ہو گئی، تم تماشائی تھے زینب منہ چھپاتی رہ گئی، تم تماشائی تھے زینب منہ چھپاتی رہ گئی۔ کیا رہا خیموں میں شیکے ایک اداسی رہ گئی۔ قید میں بالی سکینہ کو ملا بابا کا سر، قید میں بالی سکینہ کو ملا بابا کا سر، منہ پہ منہ رکھ کر جو سوئی ماں جگاتی رہ گئی، منہ پہ منہ رکھ کر جو سوئی ماں جگاتی رہ گئی۔ کیا رہا خیموں میں شیکے ایک اداسی رہ گئی۔ مادر اصغر نہ بیٹھی سامنے اصغر کے بعد، مادر اصغر نہ بیٹھی سامنے اصغر کے بعد، سائے میں آئی تو زندہ لاش باقی رہ گئی، سائے میں آئی تو زندہ لاش باقی رہ گئی۔ کیا رہا خیموں میں شیکے ایک اداسی رہ گئی۔ ہر تماچے پر سکینہ منہ پہ رکھ کر ننھے ہاتھ، ہر تماچے پر سکینہ منہ پہ رکھ کر ننھے ہاتھ، نیل رخساروں کے غازی کو دکھاتی رہ گئی، نیل رخساروں کے غازی کو دکھاتی رہ گئی، کیا رہا خیموں میں شیکے، ایک اداسی رہ گئی۔ آ گئے ریحان و سرور کربلا سے لوٹ کر، آ گئے ریحان و سرور کربلا سے لوٹ کر، آج تک خوشبو بدن میں کربلا کی رہ گئی، آج تک خوشبو بدن میں کربلا کی رہ گئی، کیا رہا خیموں میں شیکے، ایک اداسی رہ گئی، صرف رونے کو محمد کی نواسی رہ گئی۔ صلوات۔
اطلاع کرا دیں، اطلاع کرا دیں ان کو، آگے ہیں میرے خیال میں، بس یو ہیو ٹو میک شیور دیٹ ہی کمز ان۔ میں چھوٹا سلام پیش کرتا ہوں ایک بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات۔ جعفر شام غریبہ کی مناسبت سے سلام کے کچھ اشعار پیش کرتا ہوں۔ ڈوبی ہوئی دکھ کے ساگر میں سورج کی سنہری تھالی تھی، اس چاند کی 10 کو سانجھ تلک، شبیر سے دنیا خالی تھی، بابا ہی کے دم کے ساتھی تھے، اکبر بھی گئے اصغر بھی گئے، تکنے کو رہی ایک ایک کا منہ، چھاتی پہ جو سونے والی تھی، یوں جگ میں نہ لاگی آگ کہیں، اس ڈھب سے نہ اجڑا باغ کہیں، سوکھی ہوئی پتی پتی تھی، ٹوٹی ہوئی ڈالی ڈالی تھی، سرور پہ حسن کی ودھوا نے 2 چاند سے ٹکڑے وار دیے،
بچے تو جیالے تھے ہی مگر ماتا بھی بڑی دل والی تھی. کیا لٹ کے گئے کربل سے حرم جب آئی ہیں سکھیاں ملنے کو. جس مانگ کو دیکھا اجڑی تھی جس گود کو دیکھا خالی تھی. یہ جی سے گزرنے والے تھے یہ بات پہ مرنے والے تھے. کب موت سے ڈرنے والے تھے 100 بار کی دیکھی بالی تھی. اس چاند کی 10 کو سانجھ تلک شبیر سے دنیا خالی تھی. نجمی یہ حسینی چوکھٹ ہے یہاں کے مرادیں ملتی ہیں. اس دوار سے بھکشا لے کے چلے آئے تھے تو جھولی خالی تھی. اس چاند کی 10 کو سانجھ تلک شبیر سے دنیا خالی تھی. ور محمد وآل محمد صلوات. اللہم صلی علی محمد وآل محمد. اللہم صلی علی محمد وآل محمد.
سورة الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله عليك يا سيدي ويا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله. صلى الله عليك يا ابن رسول الله يا رحمة الله الواسعة ويا باب نجاة الأمة غريب يا مظلوم كربلاء يا ليتنا كنا معكم سيدي فنفوز والله فوزا عظيما. After the head of Hussein was raised on a spear, narrations tell us that Lady Zainab Salamullahi alayha, she came out of the tent, she stood on the Tell of Zainabi, that hill in which she saw the La'in Shimr commit the biggest crime history has ever witnessed. It is narrated that she went back towards the tent where Imam al-Sajjad was sitting in the tent. Then Imam al-Sajjad said, "Oh Auntie Zainab, Amma Zainab, I felt the earth shake. I felt as if the world is shaking. Where is my father Hussein?" Zainab tells her nephew that I left him in the pit in the Qatlaga. She did not want to break the heart of Imam al-Sajjad as he was already sick and ill. He was the Alil on the day of Karbala. That is when Imam al-Sajjad asks his auntie Zainab that she opens the tent up for him. When she opens the tent up for him, Imam al-Sajjad alayhi salam looks towards the heavens. Then he tells his auntie Zainab, "I see the skies have turned blood, turned into red blood. That means my father Hussein has been killed." After the killing of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, that is when Umar ibn Sa'd screamed out, "Ihruqu biyut al-zalimin," burn the houses of the zalimin, of the oppressors. This household where the Quran was revealed, this household where the message of Islam was revealed, this household of the Prophet of Islam were now running from tent to tent. That is when Imam al-Sajjad came out and his auntie Zainab asked him, "Amma Ali, what is more important in Islam, my hijab or me staying alive?" Imam al-Sajjad said to his auntie Zainab, "Why do you ask?" She tells him, "Because the enemies have surrounded us and they are burning our tents and they try to burn my hijab. What shall I do?" That is when Imam al-Sajjad says, "Your life is more important." Imam al-Sajjad alayhi salam is narrated to have said in Medina when he returned after the events of Sham, he sees his auntie Zainab and his auntie Kulthum. Every time he sees them, he would cry. When they asked him, "Oh Imam, why do you cry?" He says, "Every time I look at my Amma Zainab, every time I look at my Amma Kulthum, every time I see them, I remember them running from tent to tent." He remembers Karbala. He remembers that night of Ashura, that night of Sham Ghareebaan. Hamid ibn Muslim narrates. And tonight, inshallah, what we'll try and do, just as we did in the afternoon, we looked at what happened on the day of Ashura, correct? Tonight we'll look at what happened on a night like this. What happened after the head of Hussein was raised on a spear. The first thing we said that happened was what? Was Umar ibn Sa'd screaming out, احرقوا بيوت الظالمين. As in, go and burn the tents of Hussein. We are also told, we did not mention this today in the Maqtal, we are also told today Umar ibn Sa'd, after the La'in had placed the holy head of Imam al-Hussein on a spear, he looked towards some of his horsemen. This line, this narration hurts Imam Zaman the most. He looked at some of his horsemen, Umar ibn Sa'd. Then he said, I want some horsemen to go and trample on the bodies that laid there on the plains of Karbala. That is why we beat our chest for Hussein. Umar ibn Sa'd looks, he says, let us trample on the body of who? Of Hur. Before the horses go to trample on the body of Hur ibn Yazid Ar-Riyahi, his tribe Al-Tamim, they come out and they say, Al-Hur belongs to us. You will not trample on his body while we are alive. So they say, do not trample on the body of Hur. Then they would say, let's trample on the body of Habib ibn Mudahir al-Asadi. His tribe, Banu Asad, they come out and they say, do not trample on the body of Habib while we are still alive. Then they say, let us trample on the body of who? Of Ali al-Akbar. His family, Bani Thaqif, come out and say, how dare you trample on the body of someone from our tribe? Umar ibn Sa'd says, is there a body here that does not have a tribe that we can trample on? They said, yes, there is one body without a tribe. There is one body without a father and mother. There is one body. It was that Mazlum, that Ghareeb. It was Hussein ibn Ali. That is when the horses, they came towards the body of Hussein and they trampled on the chest of Abu Abdullah. That is why when you go to do ziyarat of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, when you go to do ziyarat, and inshallah you get the chance to visit where the place is known as the Qatlagah, or known as the Mukan of Al-Maqtal. This Qatlagah is where Hussein ibn Ali laid in his final moments, where Shimr al-La'in came to him, yes? This is known as Qatlagah. Then if you walk maybe 10 to 12 meters after this Qatlagah, it's where the Imam is buried. His actual burial place is 12 meters away from the Qatlagah. Someone came and asked, why is the Qatlagah 12 or 15 meters away from where the Imam is buried? Good question, yes? Does anyone know the answer? The answer is, you know why? Because when the hooves of the horses trampled on the holy body of Hussein alayhi salam, they would move the body of Hussein. The body of Hussein would play underneath the hooves of the horses. So they moved him from one location to another location. Ah, Ghareeb. Ya Ghareeb. This is one event. Hamid ibn Muslim, these are inshallah all images for you, scenes for you to remember Abi Abdullah al-Hussein. Take your hearts to Karbala. Some of us might think that we have had a long day. We did not sleep last night, right? We went to other centers, we done ziyarat. Today we woke up early, we probably didn't have anything to eat. We've had a long, hard day, correct? We are finding there is some pain in our bodies, correct? I ask you, my dear brothers and sisters, none of you saw what happened in Karbala. Did any one of you see? Did any one of you see Abu al-Fadl's right or left hand cut? Did any one of you see the flag of Abbas fall? None of us saw this. Did anyone see the body of Hussein trampled on? Yet we are having a difficult day. Yes? I want to say and ask you, how difficult was the day for Sakina and for Zainab? What kind of day did they have? Because Hamid ibn Muslim says, after the horsemen came towards the tent of the Bani Hashim, towards the family of the Prophet, he says, I saw a young girl and her dress was caught on fire. Her dress was caught on fire. He says, what hurt me and upset me is that one of these horsemen, he went past her. As he went past her, he dragged her earrings because he wanted to take her earrings off her. Then I saw her hold on to her ears. Then I saw blood gushing out of her ears. They took the earrings of this girl. So he says, this upsets me. I went to this young girl. As I went towards her, she started to run away from me. She was scared. She's only 3-4-year-old. She's scared someone's coming towards her. Someone's already taken her earrings, pulled her earrings off her ears. There's blood gushing out of her ears. He goes, as I went towards her, she would run. I would run after her until I grabbed her. I stopped her. She said, do not touch me. I am the daughter of Hussein. I am Sayyida. Don't touch me. I am the daughter of Hussein. My grandmother is Fatima. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. He tells her, do not worry. I have come for your help, for your aid. She tells him, very well. Can you do me a favor? He tells her, what do you want? She tells him, I haven't drunk water for 3 days. Take me to the Furat. I want to drink some water. He says, I took her near the Furat. She came next to the Furat. Then she took some water. She placed the water in her small hands, 3-year-old, in her tiny small hands. Then she brought the water next to her mouth. Then I saw tears coming down her face and she dropped the water. I said, did you not ask me for water? Is this not water? Are you not thirsty? You have not drank water for 3 days. I got you water. She says, I cannot drink water. I heard my father say, Al-Atash, Al-Atash. Even the Sakina remembers her father. She says, I heard him say, Al-Atash, Al-Atash. He tells her, if you're not going to drink any water, is there anything else I can do for you? What can I do to help you? She tells him, yes, there is one more thing I want from you. Tells her, what is it, young girl? She tells him, I want to know where Najaf is. He tells her, Najaf is far away. We are not near Najaf. Why do you want to know about Najaf? She tells him, because my Amma Zainab, my auntie Zainab, she would tell me that my grandfather Ali was Asadullah. He was the lion of Allah. No one would ever challenge him and ever try to hurt him. He would kill anyone that would stand in his way. I want to tell him, oh Ali, oh grandfather, the one who carried the door of Khaybar, the one that battled in Uhud and Badr and Hunayn, come and see your son Hussein on the plains of Karbala. Where are you? Why do you not aid your son? This is one incident now. Let's go now further down the line. As the Maghrib started setting in, and the sun started to set, and the dust of Karbala had now gone down, and what you can see is now the plains of Karbala filled with bodies that are not only bodies that have been killed, but bodies that have been cut into pieces. Why do I say cut into pieces? Because when Imam al-Sajjad came to bury a specific body, when he came to bury this body, I will tell you which body and you will know. When he came to bury this body, he said, someone give me a Abba. He said, give me a Abba. They said, why? He said, because I can gather the limbs of this body. Because this body, the hands are cut. This body, the feet are cut. This body has an arrow in the eyes. So I want to put this body on saying, because every time I would pick one part of the body, another would fall. What body? Huh? It was the body of Abbas, his uncle. Then Umar ibn Sa'd orders, after they've burnt the tents of Bani Hashim, he says that let us make one tent for the family of Hussein and put them all in that tent. So they get a tent and they put the family members in this tent. But yesterday, a night like Ashura, the night before, there was someone guarding the tents. There was Alamdar was there guarding the tent. He was where he was guarding the tents. Now they do not have anyone to guard the tents. So Zainab alayhi salam, she looks at Kulthum. She tells her, you guard one side of the tents and I will guard the second part of the tent. Why? So no one attacks us. We are the daughters of Rasulullah. And a lot of things happened on a night like this. We'll try and look at some of them. This is the Masa'ib of Al Muhammad. Correct? As in Imam al-Rada and even Imam al-Sadiq this says. He says the day of Ashura was such a stressful day that when we remember it now, our eyes burn. Our eyes burn. Out of what? Out of how much they cried. How much the Imams cried for the Ahlul Bayt. Inna Yawm al-Husayn, the day of Hussein, burnt our eyes so much that it started to cut our eyes. You know, cut, that's the word he uses, cut our eyes. Jarh. So imagine what kind of things happened on a night like this. Zainab alayhi salam is what? Guarding the tent. A few things happened. The first thing that happened, Kulthum came to Zainab alayhi salam and she said, Rabab is not here. We've looked for Rabab, she's not here. We don't know where she is. Zainab, imagine this woman. She is this woman that saw everything. Masa'ab. Why is she the mother of all tragedies? Why does she have this title of Masa'ab? I'll tell you why. Because at the age of 5, she saw the La'een crush Fatima al-Zahra between the wall and the door. At the age of 5, she saw her mother miscarriage Muhsin in front of her. Then she sees Ibn Muljim cut open the head of Ali. She sees this. Then she goes to visit her brother Imam al-Hassan, and in a tray she sees the liver of her brother Imam al-Hassan after he has been poisoned, the masmoom, yes? Then she sees everything that Hussein saw and more. She sees everything that Hussein saw and more. Because Hussein alayhi salam, at least he did not have to see himself getting killed. But Zainab saw this. She saw more than Hussein. After all this, after all the pain that she goes through, on a night like this, Imam Zain al-Abidin looks at his auntie Zainab and he tells her, Auntie Zainab, I see you praying Salatul Layl, Namaz al-Shab, while you are sitting down. She did not even leave Namaz al-Shab, but she was so weak. She tells him, today I've been going through so many tragedies that I do not have the energy to stand up when praying Salat al-Shab. Zainab alayhi salam goes out looking for Rabab. In the middle of the dark. We're sitting in darkness now, but we have some light. They did not have any light. She goes out in the middle of the night with bodies all around her looking for Rabab. Until she finds Rabab. Rabab is sitting where? Behind the tent. She tells Rabab, what are you doing here? Why are you sitting here? She tells her, oh Zainab, I noticed and I heard that Hussein put my Ali Asghar here. I drank some water. In my breast now I have some milk. I have some milk to give him. So I want to look for Ali Asghar. Maybe I can find him and give him some milk. Imagine what kind of mood you are in if you lose your 6-month-old infant. A woman could lose her mind. If not, a father can lose his mind. She wants to what? Give her child some milk. This is one scene. Zainab alayhi salam returns Rabab to the tents. And then let me give you another scene. Zainab is standing by the tents. She is guarding the tents. She sees a horseman come. Someone on a horse coming towards Zainab. From far away she sees the shadow. She comes out and she tells him, do not come any closer. We are the daughters of Rasulullah. She sees him coming even closer. She tells him, I ask you by whoever you worship. I ask you by your Lord. If you have any decency, do not come any closer to us. We are the daughters of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Our sanctity is important. Our hijab is important. Do not come near us. He comes even closer. She starts to scream out, Ya Ali, who are you? Why are you coming towards us? He alights from his horse. Then he tells her, Zainab, do you not recognize your father Ali? Imagine now she hears the words of Ali, her father. They say narrations that she falls onto the plains of Karbala. She falls onto the ground. She faints because what? Her father's come. Then when she opens her eyes, she sees her father Ali. And of course narrators say that this happened in Alam al-Ru'ya. Right? She sees her father Ali ibn Abi Talib. What does she tell her father Ali? What do you think she tells her father Ali? The first thing she says to him is, oh father, oh Ali, why were you not there to take the arrow or the spear out of the chest of Ali al-Akbar? Oh father, you carried the door of Khaybar. But what was more difficult was Hussein taking the spear out of his son's chest. Then she tells him, oh father, why were you not there when the sandals of Qasim broke? And when they attacked him and they took their swords and they cut Qasim ibn al-Hasan. Then she tells him, and when she tells him this, Imam Ali starts to cry. What is this? She tells him, Father Ali, why were you not there when they cut the right and the left hand of Abbas? Oh Father, oh Ali, Ya Ali, Ya Ali, Ya Ali, Ya Asad Allah al-Ghalib. Ya Ali, Ya Ali, where was you when the Shimr al-Ain came towards the body of Hussein in Qatlaga? This is now another scene. And then when this happens, and Zainab now, she's what? She's seen her father Ali ibn Abi Talib. And some that doubts that is this true? Is this not true? Is there any reliable sources? We say now, 1,400 years later, if you have any problem in your life, any problem you have in your life, what do your parents tell you when you're young? They say, read, نادى عليا مظهر العجائب تجده عونا لك في النوائب كل هم وغم. Every hem, every distress and every difficulty you have, كل هم وغم سينجلي بعظمتك يا الله بنبوتك يا محمد بولايتك يا علي يا علي يا علي. Correct? We read نادى علي. We read نادى علي. Right? Now imagine, who am I? I am worthless in the eyes of Ali. Ask yourselves, who am I? Yet Ali ibn Abi Talib comes to my help and my aid when I need him. Right? He comes to me and I am no one. Now I ask you, what is my difficulty? I do not have a big difficulty, yet I still call for Ali ibn Abi Talib and he comes and helps me, correct? Now I ask you, Zainab is the daughter of Ali, right? She went through the most difficult day. Do you think when she says Nada Ali, Imam Ali will not come to her? Of course he'll come to her. Of course he'll come and protect the tents. Of course he will come and protect the sanctity of the daughters of Rasulullah. Do not let these question marks come in your head. Then Zainab alayhi salam, after she made sure that all the children, all the women had slept, she put everyone asleep. In fact, we have a narration and a poet beautifully describes this relationship. He says that she told Kulthum and Rabab and Layla and Ramla, she told them, I want you to look after all the girls and the daughters of the Imam and the women. You look after all of them. I will look after only one person. This one person, she's my duty. Everyone else is your duty. She told them, Sakina is my duty. I'll look after Sakina. Everyone else you look after, because on the night of Ashura, Imam al-Hussein told me, what? Look after the Sakina. She is what? She is the fruit of her father. So I will look after Sakina, you will look after everyone else. The last person to sleep on a night like this was Sakina. Why? Because Sakina, she was young, 3-4-year-old. She would not understand all these killings and everything. She knew that what? Her uncle had passed away, for example, and been killed. Her cousin had been... But her father, Hussein, it did not make sense to her that he is not coming back. She had hope. So her auntie Zainab, it took her a long time to put her asleep. Until she put her asleep, everyone was asleep. This is when Zainab alayhi salam, she came out of the tents in the darkness of the night. While there are wild beasts around. In the desert of Karbala, she came out of her tent and she walked towards the battlefield. Zainab alayhi salam, narrators say, and this goes for, they say if any Shia, any follower of the Ahlul Bayt was to see the actual scene of Imam al-Hussein getting killed, they would die. They would die. Our hearts would not be able to see such a thing. So they say that is why when Zainab was on the Tell al-Zainabi, for a moment she was blind. She did not see what happened exactly. She would die. Any person seeing that, and there's a hadith, Imam al-Baqir saying that if anyone knows of what happened, not sees, if our Shia know of what happened on the day of Ashura, they would die out of sorrow. So Zainab alayhi salam, on the night of Sham Ghareebaan, she comes out in the darkness of the night. And there's again another beautiful line that someone says. They say that even after Hussein had been killed, even after everyone had been killed, she did not go towards the bodies of her sons. Own and Muhammad. Someone beautifully says, he says, in a poem, he says she would trample or she would jump over the body of her sons to get to her beloved Hussein. She did not care about anyone else. And she goes in the middle of the night and she sees that holy body of the Mawla. She sees the body of the Mawla, and how does she recognize the body? Because of the arrows that are inside his chest. So much so that the Imam says it looked like it was a hedgehog with the amounts of arrows in the Imam's body. So much so that Imam al-Baqir says, Imam, my grandfather Hussein, was stabbed and cut 1,900 times on the day of Ashura. ضربة على ضربة, طعنة على طعنة. A hit on top of a hit, a cut on top of a cut. 1,900 cuts on the body of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein. And she comes towards that body of the Mawla and she puts her fragile and her weak hands. And I say weak because she's gone through so much. Otherwise Zainab is not weak. Zainab is the mountain of patience. Zainab is the mountain of sabr. She puts her hands underneath the body of the Mawla and she raises it towards the skies, and as if the body is raised a few inches of the plains of Karbala, and she looks towards the heavens and she says, Allahumma taqabbal minna hadha al-qurban. Oh Allah, accept this sacrifice from us. Zainab does everything for Allah. That is why when someone comes to me and tells me the flag of Abbas fell on the day of Ashura, I say, no, the flag of Abbas did not fall, because Zainab, she carried the flag of Abbas. Zainab, she went after she finished with the body of who? Of Aba Abdullah. Narrators say, because of the darkness of the night, and we finish off with this narration inshallah before Matam, and this is the last night inshallah that we, from our hearts we do Matam. So this is now, you show inshallah tonight that Imam al-Hussein, I will feel just some of the pain that you felt on the day of Ashura when the horses trampled on your chest. That is why they say, because of the darkness of the night, she could not go towards the Alqami, the Furat. It was quite far away. So she returned to the camp. She returned and she did not know her way because it was dark. When does she see the body of Abul Fadl? Because till then, if you had been attending the lectures and listening, when Abbas left alayhi salam, when he left the camp, he did not bid farewell to anyone except Imam al-Hussein. And Imam al-Hussein was there in his last few moments, so he saw Abul Fadl al-Abbas. Because sometimes, and we know this, sometimes if you are there when someone's passing away, it takes away from your pain because you were there in their final moments. If someone loses a family member, if you lose a family member in another country, in Pakistan, in India, in Iraq, and you hear a phone call that they have passed away, it really upsets you. Why? Because you wish you were next to them in their last moments. Correct? That is why Zainab, she did not bid farewell to Abbas. She did not see him. He was supposed to go get some water and he was supposed to come back. That is why Sakina kept telling her auntie Zainab, when is my uncle Abbas returning? Abbas, where is he? He's supposed to come back on the next day, the 11th day of Muharram, a day like tomorrow, when they moved towards Kufa. That is when they put the women of Bani Hashim onto camels, alight onto camels. That is when Zainab alayhi salam, she would help everyone to alight the camel, to get onto the camels. She would help Kulthum, she would help Rabab, Ramla, everyone she would help until she would stand there alone. Who's going to put Zainab onto the camel? So Kulthum asks her, she tells her, who's going to put you on? Who's going to aid you? She tells her, do not worry. The one that brought me to Karbala will come for me. She tells her, what are you talking about? She tells her, I will turn to the one that took me out of the Medina of my grandfather. She turns towards Alamdar, Qamar Bani Hashim. She turns towards the Alqami. She turns towards the Furat. And she tells him, Abbas, were you not the one that brought me to Karbala? Oh Abbas, come and return me towards what? Towards Kufa. That is when it's as if, the poets say, it's as if Abbas would reply, oh Zainab, I do not have hands to help you. And oh Zainab, I do not have my eyes to look at your beauty. They go past the bodies, Shimr al-La'in, and this is when she sees the body of Abul Fadl al-Abbas. Shimr al-La'in, he knows that what? That Zainab has a special relationship with Abbas alayhi salam. So he tells Umar ibn Sa'ad and the others that when we go past towards Kufa, let us go past the river, the Alqami, so the women can look at the body of Abbas, so I can burn their hearts. So they are coming. As they are coming, all of a sudden Imam Sajjad says, I saw my auntie Zainab from top of the camel. She drops herself and she goes towards a body. I look down, I see it's the cut body of my uncle Abbas. It's as if Zainab would throw herself on the body of Abbas and she would say, Akhi ya Abbas, ya Qamar Bani Hashim. يا رب الحسين بحق الحسين اشفي صدر الحسين بظهور الحجة. ماتم حسين يا حسين. Apologies brothers, mercy inshallah, and then afterwards Muhammad.
घबराएगी ज़ैनब, घबराएगी ज़ैनब, भैया तुम्हें घर जाके कहाँ पाएगी ज़ैनब, कैसा घर हुआ बर्बाद इलाही, क्या तबाही, अब इस कोना कभी पाएगी ज़ैनब, घबराएगी ज़ैनब, घर जा किसे देखेगी, कासिम है ना अब्बास, अकबर से भी है यास, घर जा किसे देखेगी, कासिम है ना अब्बास, अकबर से भी है यास, अपने अली असगर पाएगी ज़ैनब, पूछेंगे जो सब लोग بازو کو ہوا کیا یہ نیل ہے کیسا کس کس کو نشان رسی کے دکھلائے گی زینب گھبرائے گی زینب پھٹ جائے گا بس دیکھ کے ہی گھر کو کلیجا یاد آؤگے بھیا پھٹ جائے گا بس دیکھ کے ہی گھر کو کلیجا یاد آؤگے بھیا دل ڈھونڈے گا تم کو تو کہاں پائے گی زینب گھبرائے گی زینب بھیا تمہیں گھر جا کے کہاں پائے گی زینب گھبرائے گی زینب سلام کے لیے ایک سلام کے لیے بیٹھنے سلام کے لیے وہ کربلا وہ شام میں غریباں وہ تیرگی وہ زینب حزین وہ حفاظت قیام کی آیا وہ ایک سوار قریب خیام شاہ
فرض بھری الٹی نقاب چہرے سے اپنے سوارنے پیش نگاہ زینب مظلوم تھے علی ہر چند ساتھ تھی بنتے فاطمہ بے ساختہ زبان پہ فریاد آ گئی زینب نے کہا باپ کے قدموں سے لپٹ کر اب آئے ہو بابا جب لٹ گیا پردیس اماں کا بھرا گھر آئے جب لٹ گیا پردیس اماں کا بھرا گھر اب آئے ہو بابا بابا ذرا نائی تھا خالق کی رضا سے اس وقت نہ آئے جب خاک پہ دم توڑا تھا میرا اکبر ہائے جب خاک پہ دم توڑا تھا میرا اکبر اب آئے ہو بابا کٹ کٹ کے گرے بازوئے عباس اور کوئی نہ تھا پاس اس وقت صدا آپ کو دیتا تھا دلاور آئے اس وقت صدا آپ کو دیتا تھا دلاور اب آئے ہو بابا جب فرش زمین پاپ فلک لرزا بجا تھے اس وقت کہاں تھے جب باپ کے چلو میں تھا خون علی اصغر ہائے جب باپ کے چلو میں تھا خون علی اصغر اب آئے ہو بابا جب بھائی کا سر کٹا میں دیکھ رہی تھی حسرت کو صدا دی سر کھولے ہوئے روتی تھی میں خیمے کے در پر آئے سر کھولے ہوئے میں خیمے کے در پر اب آئے ہو بابا جب لوگ بچا لے گئے لاش شہداء کے حق اپنا جتاتے بس کتنے شر بھی تھا پامالی کی زد پر آئے بس کتنے شر بھی تھا پامالی زد پر اب آئے ہو بابا جب بالی سکینہ کے گوہے چھینے گئے تھے لگتے تھے تماچے حسرت سے مجھے دیکھتی تھی بانوئے مزتر ہائے حسرت سے مجھے دیکھتی تھی بانوئے مزتر اب آئے ہو بابا ایک شاد کے محفل قید و سلاسل اب آنے سے حاصل بازار میں ہم صبح کو جائیں گے کھلے سر آئے بازار میں ہم صبح کو جائیں گے کھلے سر اب آئے ہو بابا کیا بپا تھا تب پشت سے بھی مار کے کھینچا گیا بستر تب پشت سے بھی مار کے کھینچا گیا بستر اب آئے ہو بابا شاہد رخ ہے کرتے جو بکھر جاتے تھے آنسو جب کھول کے گیسو چلاتی تھی زینب میرے بابا میری چادر آئے چلاتی تھی زینب میرے بابا میری چادر اب آئے ہو بابا زینب نے کہا باپ کے قدموں سے لپٹ کر اب آئے ہو بابا اب نہ بابا آئیں گے اے سکینہ اب نہ بابا آئیں گے شہزادی شہزادی صبر کر شہزادی شہزادی صبر کر صبر کر معصوم بی بی صبر کر معصوم بی بی صبر کر تو جو روئے گی حرم گھبرائیں گے اے سکینہ اے سکینہ نہ بابا آئیں گے ساعت شام غریباں ہے قریب ساعت شام غریباں ہے قریب اے قیامت خیز عنواں ہے قریب اے قیامت خیز عنواں ہے قریب دشت میں اہل حرم گھبرائیں گے اے سکینہ نہ بابا آئیں گے قیامت اڑائیں گے لئی قیامت اڑائیں گے لئی آگ خیموں میں لگائیں گے لئی آگ خیموں میں لگائیں گے لئی جس کے شعلے آسماں تک جائیں گے اے سکینہ نہ بابا آئیں گے صبر بن کر کربلا کی گود میں صبر بن کر کربلا کی گود میں سو گئے اصغر قضا کی گود میں سو گئے اصغر قضا کی گود میں کیا خبر تھی یہ بیمارے جائیں گے اے سکینہ نہ بابا آئیں گے بیبیاں فریاد کرتی جائیں گی بیبیاں فریاد کرتی جائیں گی چادریں ان کی بچھینی جائیں گی چادریں ان کی چھینی جائیں گی اس قدر یہ ظلم وعدہ ڈھائیں گے اے سکینہ نہ بابا آئیں گے شاہد کی یاد ہوتی جائے گی شاہد کی یاد ہوتی جائے گی کربلا آباد ہوتی جائے گی کربلا آباد ہوتی جائے گی رونے والے اس قدر ہو جائیں گے اے سکینہ اپنا بابا آئیں 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 گے یا حسین یا حسن یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین مولا حق امام یا حسن یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین
عابد بیمار تھا، وہ عابد بیمار تھا، چلنے سے جو لاچار تھا، چلنے سے جو لاچار تھا، اور شام کا بازار تھا، اور شام کا بازار تھا، مصطفیٰ کی بیٹیاں مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین، شبیر کی وہ لاڈلی، سینے جو شاخے چلی، سینے کے جو شاخے پلی، جس کی ابا رنگ میں جلی، جس کی ابا رنگ میں جلی، تماچوں کے نشان، مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین، خنجر چلے پیاسے گلے، خنجر چلے چادر چنی خیمے جلے، عباس کے برچم تلے، عباس کے برچم تلے، مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین، کہے قاسم کی ماں رو کر کہے قاسم کی ماں، مارا گیا قاسم جوان، مارا گیا قاسم جوان، لال میں ڈھونڈوں کہاں، لال میں ڈھونڈوں کہاں، تیری سے کہاں، مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، مولا یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین، نصیبہ آ گئی شام غریبہ آ گئی، عابد کو غیرت کھا گئی، عابد کو غیرت کھا گئی، پہلے زینب آ گئی، پہلے زینب آ گئی، عباس اور اکبر کہاں، مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین، وہ اصغر بے شیر تھا، وہ اصغر بے شیر تھا، حرملہ کا تیر تھا، اور حرملہ کا تیر تھا، پیاسا گلا کیوں کر چھدا، پیاسا گلا کیوں کر چھدا، اور زمین اور آسمان، مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، مولا امام یا حسن یا حسین، یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا محمد متوجہ زیارہ
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليك يا رسول الله، أمين الله على وحيه وعزائم أمره، الخاتم لما سبق والفاتح لما استقبل والمهيمن على ذلك كله، ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام على صاحب السكينة، السلام على المدفون بالمدينة، السلام على المنصور المؤيد. السلام على أبي القاسم محمد بن عبد الله ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا رسول الله، وعلى ابن عمك أمير المؤمنين، وعلى بضعتك فاطمة الزهراء سيدتي نساء العالمين، وعلى سبطي الرحمة وسيدي شباب أهل الجنة الحسن والحسين. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت، وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين وعلى حامل لواء الحسين أبا الفضل العباس، وأخته زينب، وأخته أم كلثوم، وبنته سكينة وسكينة ورقية. السلام على أئمة المسلمين من ذرية الحسين: علي بن الحسين، ومحمد بن علي، وجعفر بن محمد، وموسى بن جعفر، وعلي بن موسى، ومحمد بن علي، وعلي بن محمد، والحسن بن علي، والخلف الهادي المهدي القائم. السلام عليك يا صاحب العصر والزمان. السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن. عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله مخرجك. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا، حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. على شرف النبي. In honor of the Holy Prophet and for all our marhumin, we recite Surah Al-Fatiha. Before that, a loud salawat.
Mu'minin, we have a program tomorrow.